My gardening season officially starts when I get the broad beans planted and the onions. And here we are in the greenhouse about to plant the broad beans. I've gone for the Bunyards exhibition. I tend to do these most years, although recently I did change. But this year I thought I'd come back to the old faithful variety. So spring or autumn, well-filled pods. So between February and May, as we're in March, there is no better time than now. What I've done is I've got that many pots filled with multi-purpose compost, and all we're going to do is plant a seed in each pot. 16 pots, 16 seeds. What I tend to do is, if you have a look at the bottom of the bean, there's a scar. The other end there isn't one. I tend to sow the bean scar facing down and repeat the process for each bean in each pot. Now hopefully we'll get 100% germination rate with these guys. However, the multi-purpose compost that I'm using today is peat-free. I personally don't like peat-free compost because I always find the germination rate is a bit sketchy. But if it's all you can get, then it's all you can get. I do still prefer the peat-based compost because you do, like I say, get a better germination rate. And it frustrates me that we've moved on to peat-free. But like I say, that's just me. You do you. Oh, come on. Just a bit deeper, there we go. Three more to go. And it's as easy as this. Scar facing down into the compost, cover it over. Bob's your uncle, and who's your aunt? Fanny. That's it. 16 broad beans planted. I will do another tray with another 16, and once they germinate we'll get them up to the allotment. And as if by magic, here are 2 pots I've previously planted up with a couple of beans in each pot. Can you see the compost there? Slightly different to this flakier stuff that I've got. This peat-free jobby. Anyway, there we go. In a couple of weeks' time, hopefully these guys will be up and at 'em, adamant. Up next, it's the onions. I tend to grow mine from sets. Sturron is the variety I always use. You get a decent sized onion from this lot, about the size of a cricket ball. There they are, we'll get them out in a second. I'm using these 2 trays, 15 cells in each, a total of 30. There's 50 onion sets according to this packet in here. So I get the first 30 planted, and then the rest I'll do at a later stage. 30 sets. For any newbies out there that have never tried growing onions from sets, let me just show you there are 2 ends. There's the fibrous end, the root end, the flatter end, and then the pointy end. What you want to do is nestle your onion set into the compost like that, still showing a bit of shoulder, and that's perfect. Repeat the process for the rest of the sets, and away you go. Some of you might be asking why I use sets. Well, I'm a lazy gardener. All the hard work's already been done for me. The onions are already at this stage. Why try and grow them from seed when you might lose some? I find it a far more trickier procedure, so I go for sets. Also, you might be asking, why am I starting them in these individual cells? Well, I've learned over the years that if you plant these guys out direct into the plot, certainly on my plot anyhow, there's one particular pest that likes to cause havoc with these and pull them out, and that's the old crow. And I've got some footage of that in a video that I did last year called Pests on the Plot, and it shows crows going down and pulling these guys out straight from the soil and just hoiking them out and chucking them over the shoulder. But if you get them started in these individual cells like this, in a couple of weeks time, once the root structure has formed, it just anchors these guys in once you plant the whole cell up at the allotment, and the crows don't tend to mess with them as much or at all. But like I said, if you guys do them from seed, that's fine, do them from seed. If you're going to do them from sets like this, little tip, the bigger the onion set that you get from a packet tends to denote what size onion you're going to get. So that onion, because that set is slightly bigger, it's probably going to end up being bigger than that one. So pick all your big ones out first and sew them into the trays like this. Anyway, less chat, let me just get on with this. There we go, all planted up. Let's give them a quick drink. Let's do the same with the broad beans. And we are up and running, people. 2025 gardening season has started. That little spider there, just giving him an unwanted shower. Just let him do his thing, crawl along there. Anyway, that's it. We'll chart the progress in a couple of weeks' time. Hopefully these guys will all be poking through this peat-free compost. Don't do it, people. And yeah, we will chart their progress throughout the growing season. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you have, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because that always helps me out. Please do that. But most importantly of all, do comment down below in the comment section. And until the next video, bye for now.